Is there something standing between you and your awesome goals, between you and your success that you're dreaming about, that you're actually trying to work towards, but it seems like there's something standing in between you and where you want to go? Then you want to stay tuned, because today I'm going to tell you what it presumably is, and I'm going to give you a 4-step process to overcome it. Sounds cool? Then stay tuned, because I'm all about helping you move forward in your life and your business. So hello and welcome. I'm excited you're here. In case you haven't met before, my name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. Now, please don't be shy. Say hi and let me know whether you're joining me live or later on the replay, where you're tuning in from, so I can circle back around and say hi to you. What's up? Looking forward to be able to do this. And I love helping networkers like yourself build an active dream team here in the online space, leveraging modern day social media strategies, and doing so with self-confidence, savvy, and soul. Okay. And here's one thing. I mean, we can learn all the greatest and latest strategies that work like fire for other people. But when we have this one thing standing between ourselves and where it is we want to go, whatever your goals might be, right? This is, you can use this process that I'm going to share with you today in any life situation, okay? But whenever you have like a goal, and drop them down below, have you ever had a goal or something that you wanted to achieve, but you just felt like there's something standing in between you and there, so you can't actually take the action steps towards that? That's when this video comes in play, okay? So here's the thing. Here is what is possibly, presumably standing between you and that major goal of yours. And if you have an idea what it is, drop it down below, because first let me say hi to Angel, who's joining me live. Hey Angel, how you going this morning for you, isn't it? What's the time for you, my friend? Good to see you. Hope you're going fine on this Monday morning for you. So the thing that's probably standing between you and your success is fear. Okay? Fear can terrorize us. It can keep us back. It can really put a break in our momentum, right? And in our success in our life. It can sabotage our dreams. Fear is something we want to learn to overcome. Now, if you're courageous, you can go ahead and share, what's like your major fear for you. I'm going to share a little story, okay? So to give you some time to think about this and choose whether you want to share this with me. So I used to be so scared of going live. Can you relate? No kidding, I put it off. I found many excuses to not have to go live, or why I couldn't go live, even though my mentors and everybody had told me, hey, Katrin, going live is, the thing to do. That's the way to go to really help, people who don't yet know you, get to know you, get to like you, get to trust you, and eventually buy from you or join you, right? And I was putting it off for months. And not because, sorry, what I wanted to tell you is I actually came up with so many excuses and so many valid reasons how come I couldn't go live, that I actually talked myself out of it for months, okay? Now, that kept me within my comfort zone, and it's comfortable inside of our comfort zone, right? But nothing ever grows there, least of us ourselves, okay? So I did overcome it, that fear. I did my first live video, and if you want to have a good laugh, scroll down in my feed. You can still find it there. It's still there, and it's a lot of fun to watch. And had I not overcome that fear, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here watching me like Angel is, right? At this point live, or you later on the replay. I would not be creating a live video training course, okay? And if that's something you want to take a look at, like, ooh, this is something that sounds like something I need, drop live down below. I'm happy to notify you once it's done. I'm in the middle of it. It's a lot of work and so much fun, okay? So here's the thing. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, whether it is doing your first live video. Drop live down below. I'm happy again to notify you once the course is done, right? But stop letting fear stop you. Okay, and overcome it, especially if you have big goals and you want to make an impact in your life and in this world. Okay, so here we go. Step number 1 of this 4-step process, and this is not my invention. Okay, this is something that JT DeBolt, one of my amazing mentors, shared with me, that I've learned and that I've implemented. And again, I would not be here hadn't I learned this process, okay? And I learned it inside an amazing community for, business builders who are serious about their big goals. That's something you want to take a look at. Drop community down below. I'm actually going to put the link to that one so you can go check it out, okay, in the comments once I'm done. So here's that process that I learned from the amazing JT DeBolt. Step number one, when it comes to overcoming your fear, when you feel it's holding you back and you really want to overcome it, but how on earth do I get started? Here's step number 1. Face it. Face it. Be specific. Okay? What is it you're afraid of? Maybe you're afraid of public speaking. Maybe you're afraid of, going live. Well, what is it specifically you're afraid of? Okay? Go a little bit deeper so you can really pinpoint and nail it, because then that's when you can start working with it. Okay? So me, I was afraid of making a fool of myself. I was afraid I was going to, lose my train of thought. I was afraid of what other people might say or do or think about me, right? And that is what I was specifically afraid of when it came to doing my first live video. Now creating my course, actually it's quite the same fears really, right? That still come up for me. And it might be the same for you. So you might have overcome your fear in the past, and then it comes creeping up behind you again and trying to hold you back, trying to hold you comfortable and safe, right? Fear is something that's innate in us for a reason. It's a good thing. Back in the days when we were threatened by saber-toothed tigers, it was a good thing to be afraid of them, right? When we want to cross the street and there's a huge lorry coming our way, speeding up, it's a good thing to be afraid, to become mashed potato. So you stay and wait for the lorry to pass before you cross the street, okay? So that's important. Our fear is important. We wouldn't be here if we didn't have the ability to be afraid. But here's the thing, and that's step number 2. So you know what you're afraid of. You're going to face your fear. Now you're going to evaluate the fear. Am I afraid because my life is in danger? Okay. If so, please do not do what you wanted to do. Okay. Do not endanger your life. Life is way too precious. Okay. Or am I afraid because it feels uncomfortable? Because I don't know how it's going to play out, right? Just really evaluate that for yourself. What is it that you're afraid of? Face it, give it a name. And is it a fear that's going to if you do what you want to do, is the fear to be hurt physically? Is that real? Then please don't do it. But if it's just you getting uncomfortable, just know that getting uncomfortable is part of life. When you want to grow, when you want to make an impact, that is how we grow. A comfort zone is a beautiful place. It's comfortable there in front of the television or wherever you're comfortable, okay? But you won't make an impact, or you won't make as big an impact as you could, okay? So get comfortable being uncomfortable. And here we are, step number 3, act. Do the thing. Hit that live button if that is what you want to do, but you're afraid to do, okay? Just do it. There's Mel Robbins, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Don't stop overthinking it. Just do it when you're sure that your life is not in danger with what it is that you're about to do. Okay, makes sense? That's step number 3. Act on it. And if you have no idea what you might do, think about that. What is one thing you might do that will get you closer to your goal, that will get you closer to the success that you want to build? Talk to somebody who knows, okay, who can give you guidance, and really get comfortable with being uncomfortable, okay? And just do the thing. so you can move forward and experience that you survive it. Okay, I will never forget the day I did my first live video. I did it finally in a live video challenge. Would have never done it without the assistance and the hand holding from a mentor. Okay, so again, if that's something you feel you need, drop live down below and I'll let you know once my course is done. Okay, so I went to go live for 20 minutes and found another reason to not do. I did it finally, and I had, you know, these red, you know, spots all over my neck here, and because that's how my body reacts when I'm stressed, right? And it was really bad in my opinion, and but I remember that relief washing over me and washing through my entire existence and being from, hey, I didn't die. It wasn't that bad an experience after all. And again, feel free to check it out. It's still there. Have fun. And it's all good, right? So act on your fear and prove yourself to your fear, to your, nervous system, that this is something that you can survive. And this is actually how you grow, okay? And now let's reevaluate. That's step number 4, and that's very important. So you've done your live video, okay? Now, instead of looking at, oh, this was so bad, rah, 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 let's evaluate it, okay? Here we go. This is how we do it. First off, congratulate yourself on surviving and doing it, okay? That's huge. It's important to celebrate and acknowledge our steps along the way, right? And then evaluate. Find 3 things about what you did about that live video that worked. 3 things. And this can be challenging, especially if you feel that your live video was no good. Find 3 things anyhow. You prepared for the live video. You hit the live button and you finished it. These are 3 things that worked about what you did. Okay, makes sense? Next step, evaluating. Find 2 things and 2 things only that didn't work. Okay, it's so easy to, get into that emotional, oh, it was all so bad, but what specifically didn't work? Well, maybe nobody was watching with you, or nobody was on live with you, which is normal, by the way. We do live videos for the replay viewers, okay? And and maybe you lost your train of thought in the middle of it. Okay, if these were the 2 worst things that happened, now let's move on to the next bit of the evaluation piece. Is find one thing only that you're going to focus on next time that you can do differently. Okay, and that is what you can do. And that is next time, because that's important, okay? I didn't really put it into that process, but it's really important to do it again and go through the entire cycle again, okay? You can always go face your fear, evaluate the fear, act on the fear, and re-evaluate. And if you've paid close attention, you will have noticed the acronym, okay, that JT created from the word fear. F, face the fear. E, evaluate it, okay? Is it really that dangerous? Number 3, A, act on the fear. And number 4, reevaluate. And of course, I'm going to add to do it again and again, so it becomes your cycle, so it becomes a process that you can repeat over and over and over again. And next time you do your live video, you focus on the one thing. Maybe that's, to stay in my example, maybe you lost your train of thought. Well, maybe next time you're going to make yourself cleaner notes. So I always have notes when I go live. Okay, when I look down, that's why, because I have my notes here. Okay, because I want to respect my time and yours, not sitting here, I don't know what to say, right? So that's the one thing maybe that you want to focus on next time you go live. Okay, and then you keep on doing it and reevaluating it and getting better and better and better in the process. And most important of all, you're going to overcome your fear every single time until it becomes less and less scary to go live. I'm actually looking forward to going live now, okay? So this is a few months, or actually 2 years now, that I've been going live regularly on my pages, right? Giving value to my ideal prospects, which is you. So I hope this was of value to you. I would love it for you to drop down your biggest aha or the one takeaway that this gave you, and what you're going to take action on, okay, when it comes to overcoming your fear and achieving your goals. Because at the end of the day, you're here to make an impact. You are a unique human being with a unique set of gifts that this world needs. So I strongly want to encourage you to do what you got to do to make that impact that you were born to make here, okay? And again, if you want to be notified once I'm done with my live video training course, drop live down below. And if you want to check out that community I was talking about, that where I learned these amazing processes, check out the link that I'm going to drop down below in a second. So thank you so much for joining me live. Angèle and everybody else on the replay, it was a pleasure as always to be with you. And now it's time for you to take action and to start to bloom, okay? Here's Angèle's. Have a good day. Oh, I definitely will. Thank you so much. You need to go live. You're afraid of the camera. I get it 100%, Angèle. I'm addressing all of that in my course. Can't wait to provide that for you. So thank you so much for joining me live. Thank you so much for joining me on the replay. Go get some. Time for you to bloom. See you next time. All the best from Katrin.